Hello, a very good evening to all of you. Today we are going to discuss the case note of Mrs. Charlotte Prince. And now she's ready to discharge to her home. Now, let's go ahead and detail what's the case history, what's the task here is you are going to write a referral letter to Miss Layla Ward, the community nurse, Ashton Health Center, Somerville. Now you have to outline patient's current condition and needs for ongoing care. So we need to write a referral letter to Miss Layla Ward, community nurse, and we need to outline patient's current condition and needs for ongoing care. So that's it. So we are going to outline the patient's current condition. And the needs of ongoing care. So first of all, we need to state the current condition of Mrs. Price, not Price Prince, and we need to say something about the requirements of the continuity of the care which she has been receiving from our hospital. Now let's go ahead and see about the patient's Charlotte Prince, aged 86, and her date of birth is 4/8/1932. Okay, very good. And she was there for almost 3 days, from 2nd December 2018 to 4th December 2018. Diagnosis mild concussion and infected right toe. So that's it. And we have the social background. She is her husband is deceased. He's no more, so that she is living alone, and she is not accommodating enough visitors there, and she is reluctant to accommodate a GP. She seldom visits GP. Now they have two children. Charlotte has two children, but they are living overseas. She has she was in postal service, and she got retired 19 years ago. Now she takes a walk with her dog occasionally, and right now she wants to live independently. Now he has she has problems with scoliosis, infected toe, and she's at risk of fall. This is her social background. Now, when about the medical background, she had a lot more medical history. So she has a history of this toe infection before, conjunctivitis, gastroenteritis. Conjunctivitis and gastroenteritis are associated with the poor hygiene, skin cancerous nodules. It's removed. No, not no more. It doesn't have the importance there. Knee replacement was in 1998. Now 20 years passed, no problem. Whiplash injury 1987. So almost 30 years passed, so we don't have that as a relevant thing there. Now, what about the medical background? She has been suffering from hypertension for the past 25 years, and she has urinary incontinence. She walks with sticks, and she has mild scoliosis. She's a heavy smoker and an occasional drinker. Her medications include ramipril, ibuprofen, amoxicillin, and she has concerns over her complaints. Regarding her complaint, she has really concerns. Now we had a lot of tests there. We don't have any abnormalities there. Now 48 hours she was there in the observation. Right now you have found that she had infection on her right toe. It was cleaned, dressed, and antibiotics prescribed. Now, what about the discharge plan? What we have to do after discharge is that we have to request the visit by the community nurse, Miss Leah Ward, twice a week. And this is means 2 times a week she needs the okay. And you are a registered nurse in hospital where Charlotte Prince has been staying. Now she's ready to be discharged with home visits from the community health nurse. Okay, so we do have, yes, yes, amoxicillin. She is taking amoxicillin. She is taking amoxicillin thrice daily, 2 weeks for toe infection. Okay, this is what I just wanted to make sure. Okay, now she needs visits from the community nurse for I mean community nurse twice a week. So that's it. So what we have to do is that we need to write address. That's Leah Ward, community nurse, Ashtown Health Center, Somerville. 4th December is the date of today. Mrs. Ward, Charlotte Praise, I need date of birth here. I go with date of birth. Date of S 4/8/1932. 4/8 August. Okay, 4/8/1934. Yes, not 32 days. I'm writing to refer Mrs. Charlotte Price, who is recovering from an infected right toe. She requires your home care service for ongoing care and management following her discharge today. Purpose is as simple. It's very understandable, very brief. Now, Miss Prince was admitted to our care with mild concussion following a fall at her home. That was the reason for her admission. Although she had good progress since admission, during hospitalization, her right toe was found infected, which was therefore cleaned, dressed, and was treated with amoxicillin. So we had concussion. Why we have not followed concussion is because there was no abnormal findings there. Her CT scan was normal. Her concussion test and neurological assessment was okay. So we don't have any problem and we have not started any treatment for concussion. It was mild, it was not severe. So what is the next problem is that it's infected toe. It was found when she was there at the hospital under observation. For any internal injury, she was observed for 48 hours. At that time, we have recognized that she has an infected toe, and this was therefore cleaned, dressed, and treated with antibiotics, that's amoxicillin. Now, who is Mrs. Prince? Mrs. Prince is a retired postal worker and lives alone with limited social contacts. She is not having enough contacts with her society, and she's a heavy smoker. She smokes about 40 cigarettes per day and an occasional drinker. She has a previous history of severely infected toenail and has had hypertension for the past 25 years, for which she is on Ramipril 10 mg. Okay, so she she has a previous history of infected toenail. Severe infection was there before, and she has had hypertension for the past 25 years, for which she is on Ramipril 10 mg. She neither likes to visit her GP nor has a proper hygiene, which might be the reason for multiple infections such as gastroenteritis and conjunctivitis. So she has multiple problems, infections, gastroenteritis and conjunctivitis, and this might have caused by the poor hygiene which she has been following. In addition, she has mild scoliosis. She's using a wheelchair, and for which she is taking Brufen. So all three medications are given here: amoxicillin for the infected toenail, Ramipril for hypertension, and Brufen for the last thing for mild scoliosis. So we have completed the condition of the condition, the present and past, present condition and the past medical history we have outlined. Right now we are going ahead with the requirements, what she needs. It would be appreciated if you could visit Mrs. Prince at her home and oversee the treatment for her toe by providing her regular dressing and maintaining medication complaints for twice a week for at least 2 weeks. So twice a week for at least 2 weeks. So why we have said for at least 2 weeks is that her medication, that amoxicillin, is going, and it is to be continued for 2 weeks. So amoxicillin 500 mg, 3 daily, 2 weeks. So we have medicines continuing. So at least 2 weeks you have to be there with the patient. You have to visit her twice a week. This is what we mentioned. It's worthy to educate her regarding hand and food hygiene and encourage her to take adequate rest for the faster recovery. So she needs to take faster rest for faster recovery, and she has to maintain hand and food hygiene to encourage her faster recovery. So if you have any, if you don't, please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any further queries regarding Mrs. Prince. You're sincerely the registered nurse. And that's the total presentation. The purpose: 3 body paragraphs. The first 2 paragraphs outline her condition, and the last big paragraph outlines the requirements which she needs. Okay, and that is the end of the explanation here. Have a nice day.